everyone, welcome to Biography Book Summary Vault, your go-to place for all the inspiring life stories you love.
Joan Mir Book Summary by Joan Mir. Joan Mir's story begins in the small town of Mont-roig del Camp in Spain, where he was born in 1918. From a young age, Joan showed a love for drawing and painting, often inspired by the landscapes and people around him. His early works were quite traditional, but he soon moved to Barcelona to study art more seriously. In Barcelona, Joan met other artists who were also looking for new ways to express themselves. This was the start of his journey into modern art. He began experimenting with shapes, colors, and forms that didn't look like anything realistic but, instead, felt more dreamlike and playful. One important moment came when he connected with the Surrealist movement, which encouraged artists to tap into their imagination and subconscious. As Mir's style developed, his paintings started to feature bold colors and strange shapes that seemed to float on the canvas. Birds, stars, women, and eyes became recurring symbols in his work. These images didn't tell a clear story but created a mood or feeling instead. For example, in some paintings, you can see bright reds and blues swirling together with black lines that look like doodles or sketches. During the Spanish Civil War in the late 1930s, Joan's life changed dramatically. He had to leave Spain and spent time in Paris and later in Mallorca. These moves influenced his art too. In Paris, he met Pablo Picasso and other famous artists who encouraged him to keep pushing boundaries. On Mallorca, isolated from the city's hustle, Mir's work became even more vibrant and free. One of the most striking things about Joan Mir's paintings is how they mix childlike simplicity with deep emotion. His use of space is unusual. Sometimes large empty areas balance tiny detailed shapes. This contrast makes viewers feel both calm and curious at the same time. In the 1950s and 60s, Mir gained international fame. Museums around the world started showing his work, and he created large murals for public spaces. Despite this success, he stayed true to his unique style rather than following trends. The book also shares personal moments from Joan's life, his friendships with other artists like André Breton, his family life, and how he found joy in everyday things like nature walks or listening to music. These details help us see how his personality shaped his art. Toward the end of his career, Mir continued exploring new ideas but kept returning to familiar symbols. The moon, birds, or women dancing, that had become part of his artistic language. His last works show a peaceful acceptance of life's mysteries without trying to explain everything. If you enjoy stories about artists who break rules and create something completely new, this book gives a clear picture of how Joan Mir did just that through decades of hard work and creativity. Supporting authors by buying their books helps keep these amazing stories alive for everyone to enjoy. If you've read this one or have suggestions for other artist biographies we should cover next, feel free to share your thoughts below.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this summary, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more.